Hello, my name is Michael Gary. I'm the head of content for Atmosphere. We're here at the ATMO America 2022 conference in Alexandria, Virginia. I'm pleased to be able to speak with Andre Patnaud of Emerson. Andre, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me, Michael.
So, Andre, we're talking a lot about the increased adoption of natural refrigerants these days in the U.S. finally. What do you see driving that adoption, and what are you expecting over the next year or two?
I think there's two main drivers for that adoption. Number one is refrigerant regulations that some states like California have already started. Some U.S. Climate Alliance states are moving in that way. And then the U.S. EPA with the AIMS Act, of course, the phase down has started, and there's impending sector-based controls that are coming. So these retailers are getting prepared for that. So that's one thing. The other real factor I think that's driving natural refrigerants is sustainability goals. I mean, our retailers are, promoting and, announcing to the industry that they've got some net zero targets. If they're not net zero, they're sustainable targets that they're starting now. Some have already started, as you very well know. Others are in that natural refrigerant transition right now. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that's causing it. For the future, that'll continue to accelerate as manufacturers start, applying more higher efficient type technologies, simplifying them, and making them easier to apply. I think retailers will just become very comfortable with it and will become a natural transition.
That's good to hear. So we're finally seeing higher familiarity with the technology, higher comfort level, and then with the background of regulations. So there's a perception that CO2 may not be as efficient in warmer climate zones, such as those found in many parts of the U.S. Mm-hmm. How is Emerson's OEM partners addressing this challenge with customers, and how is Emerson participating?
Our OEMs are doing an awesome job at informing the industry that it's not just about, applying them in northern U.S. and Canada anymore. Right. The high ambient strategies have come onto themselves and are being applied efficiently and effectively throughout the U.S. and they're communicating that, of course, with their end users, and end users are trialing those right now in high ambient climates. From Emerson's perspective, what we're working with our OEMs and our end user and contractors is trying to simplify the application of CO2 with controls, make it easier for technicians to troubleshoot, identify issues, and repair them without having to read manuals worth. There's always going to be a training, of course, involved. But if we can make CO2 easier, that's our goal. Right. To supporting not only our OEMs, but the contractors and the end user base.
That's great. Yeah, because that ease of use is key to using the more sophisticated technologies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So with heat reclaim is a big piece of CO2.
Right.
Is that opportunity often overlooked with transcritical CO2 systems?
CO2 has been actually used in the supermarket space for some time, but with HFCs, it was more of a low-grade heat. So now when you look at CO2, the amount of heat that a CO2 system can generate now, end users are looking at where else can we repurpose this high-quality heat to heat actually our stores and move away from fossil fuels and into heating our stores. And if we don't need to heat the stores, then we can heat hot water or preheat hot water. So there are multiple uses, and now end users are really leveraging that to meet their carbon objectives.
Yeah,
and reduce their overall costs.
That's going to help with the electrification process that we're going through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you for that discussion, Andre, about Emerson's work with naturals. And where can viewers go to learn more?